All right, so ESPN reported by Sham Sharani we had a three-team trade. Boston Celtics, Atlanta Hawks, Brooklyn Nets are finalizing a three-team trade that sends Kristaps Porzingis and a second rounder to the Atlanta Hawks, Trey Mann and Atlanta's number 22 pick in today's draft to the Brooklyn Nets, and George Niang and a second rounder to the Boston Celtics. With this trade, the Boston Celtics are officially under the second apron. If you know anything about the second apron, there's a lot of penalties. You can have your future draft picks frozen in the future. You can't use the mid-level exception. You can't aggregate contracts in the trade. So the Boston Celtics getting under the second apron is a big deal. And I'm just curious about, with Drew Holiday gone and Kristaps Porzingis gone, what does this team look like when Jason Tatum comes back from his Achilles injury in the 2026-2027 season? Because it's been reported that the Boston Celtics are even taking phone calls on Jaylen Brown and Derek White. So I'm just like interested to know what this team is going to look like when Jason Tatum comes back from his injury. For the Brooklyn Nets, today's the NBA draft. They have several draft picks in the first round. The eighth pick, the number 22 pick they just got, I think the 18th pick, and multiple other draft picks they can use in a trade to, get some role players or to get a star player. Who knows? But the Brooklyn Nets have a lot in their back pocket. And then for the Atlanta Hawks, maybe this is a chance where they don't have to be in the play-in, and maybe they could be a top 6 seed. Even though Kristaps Porzingis missed some time and the respiratory situation was up in the air and nobody really knows what's going on with him, he's still a really good player. He can still space the floor. He can pick and pop. He can, take advantage of a smaller player being on him with the 15 to 18 foot mid-range jump shot. He's a great rim protector. I think this opens up a lot more opportunities for Trae Young to run a two-man game with Kristaps Porzingis. With Porzingis being a floor spacer, we're going to see players like Dyson Daniels, Rui Shashay, Jalen Johnson get downhill a lot more. Onyeka Okongwu is going to be the backup big in case Kristaps Porzingis does get injured. So hopefully the Atlanta Hawks can make it to the playoffs without having to go through the play-in. It feels like they've been in the play-in for like the last decade now. But Porzingis does add a lot more to this Atlanta Hawks team. Going back to the Celtics, just a couple days ago I said they could be in, a good spot with the Anthony Simons contract. It can keep them competitive. But with Porzingis gone and Drew Holiday gone and them taking the phone calls on Jaylen Brown and Derek White, they're out of contentions for next season. The Eastern Conference is going to be chaotic. I don't know what's going to happen. The Knicks can think they can go to the finals. Same with the Cavaliers and all other bunch of teams. But the Celtics are definitely going to be in hibernation next season until Jason Tatum comes back from his Achilles injury. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about this three-team trade.